Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron here. We have what was purported by Thrift Books to be the world's smallest Bible from Thomas Nelson, which in reality is not the world's smallest Bible because World Publishing made a smaller Bible. But when I got this, it wasn't the world's smallest Bible. Now, I've got a copy of the world's smallest Bible floating around, Thomas Nelson. But I got this. This is the 344S edition snap flap. Now, these really came into popularity like in the 80s. And I remember Dugan Publishing had the little checkbook Bibles, and then Nelson and World and Holman came out with the snap flap Bibles, and then some had the V-shaped snap flaps. And the reason they're so good, I mean, think about it, is you put this in your pocket, or more likely, ladies in their purse. They ended up doing this so men and women could do it. The other ones look a little more feminine. It protects the pages. You know, it doesn't protect up top, but it protects these pages that tend to get really messed up. So I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and still do a review on this. And it was in near perfect condition. Holy by great present. I just need to show you the presentation page. And it is small. It is really small. Has the gilt edging, but not art gilt edging. I'll tell you it's even got spine stabilization page in there. Tell you a funny story that used to happen on a regular basis when I sold Bibles is Nelson had an extraordinarily popular Bible. Like right now, it's been out of print a few years. On Amazon, last I checked, it was $973 for the Nelson smallest Bible. Now, it's cheaper than that on eBay, and it comes with a little magnifier. I should have known this one was so inexpensive, but the picture was the smallest Bible. That's the reason I bought it, because I'm like, well, these things are rare. People are paying a ton for them, and I'm going to get this. But alas, it was not the smallest Bible. Somebody at Thrift Books did not do, and I didn't send it back. I just, I'll probably give it away to somebody or something. And it was in just perfect condition. It even comes with a ribbon marker. I mean, it literally looked like it had just never been used. And a little reference Bible. So getting back to the story, what would happen is, so I would put the World Bible, that was the smallest Bible, the World Bible, and it'd say the smallest pocket Bible, complete, next to the Thomas Nelson Bible that said the smallest Bible in big print right on the little box. The World Classic blue and white boxes, the Nelson Classic red and gold boxes. And so I'm going to guess that over 50% of people, probably at least 60% of the people, even though you could visually see that the World Bible, published by World Publishing, it's the 889 series, I just did a review on that, probably a few weeks ago by the time you see this video, was smaller than the Nelson smallest Bible. Most people would still buy the Nelson because they'd say, this says it's the smallest, I'm going to believe what Nelson said over my eyes. And I'm like, and I'd have people argue. They'd say, well, the FTC or somebody had shut them down for false advertising if they weren't telling the truth. And so they would say, and also the World Bible had better print than the Nelson Bible. You had to get the magnifying glass with the Nelson Bible. But, you know, there was lessons for me, probably more than I've fleshed out, that I mean, people will believe what an authority says over their own eyes, I guess, sometimes. And so people say, I want the smallest complete Bible, not a New Testament, not New Testament, Psalms and Proverbs. And so I'd show them both Bibles, and I'd say, this one says it's the smallest, this one is the smallest. And they'd say, so naturally people say, well, how can Nelson do that? How can Nelson say that? And then they'd think, well, there must be some kind of shtick here, that there's something that we're not seeing. And so they'd take the Nelson Bible and say, no, this says it's the smallest. It's got to be the smallest. I'm like, you can see. Let's see how big the print is in this. On to a different subject. Wow. Maybe 5.5, 6-point print, but it is extremely readable. In the evening and the morning were the third day. And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years. Now, the center column reference is a little smaller. It's a very good center column reference. I like the center column reference. Genesis, Greek for origin. So very informative. But I think it's going to be a little smaller here. Let's see how much smaller. Well, you really can't tell. So it's probably like 4.5-point print. But this is just a well done Bible. And the red letter is fantastic in this. Red letters, sometimes you get red letters and it's really difficult to read for a variety of reasons. But this one really hit a home run. It's almost like the newer Cambridge red letters. The old Cambridge red letters were terrible. But the newer ones are really good. So for the sides, this is just a fantastic snap flat Bible. It's 344S. I'm not sure if these are still in print or not. Did we look and see if there was a date? See, that says copyright 1972, printed in the Republic of Korea. Surely if this Bible's from 1972, I'm stunned. It's bonded leather. It does have the old maps, the old Nelson maps. A lot of them. Let's see what else it has. Parables, miracles, real good concordance. It's their complete concordance. Wow. Harmony of the Gospels. Red letter in Revelation. Let's see how big this concordance is here. Life and Journeys of Paul. You're getting a lot. Okay, History of the Red Letter Edition. Yeah, it's got Louis Klopsch. Oh. See, this is rare. I've done a couple videos on the red letter edition. How about that? He and his father worshipped at Brooklyn Temple, where T. DeWitt Talmage was the minister. So this says, see, I've got an 1898 that's already got it. This says that in 1899 is when he came up with the idea. I don't know. Copyright 1968 by Royal Publishers, Concordance. Maybe this is from 1970. No, because here's copyright 1984, the maps. So, Miracles of the Lord, Miracles in the Acts of the Apostles, Prophecies of Jesus. I'm just trying to see how big this concordance is. It is 112 pages or so. That's a large concordance. It even has the index to the maps in here. I'll show you the maps, and I'll show you the concordance. So this is a really complete Bible, done sometime probably in the 80s, 90s. I thought it was actually newer than that. And it may be because it looks in perfect mint. I had a Bible like from 1955 that was in perfect mint the other day. I was totally stunned by it. Totally blown away by it. Let's get this concordance. Let you see that. And then we'll measure this. It's a type Bible. I mean, you can carry with you, male or female. You can put this in your pocket. It's concealed carry. Get your CCW, concealed carry sword. Hallelujah. They ask you, have any weapons on you? Just a sword. Sword of the Spirit, the Word of God. 6 inches by 4.4 inches by 1.4, and I'm going to tell you, it doesn't feel nearly that thick, but I mean, like you can see, I mean, it's small, and it would fit in my pocket if I stood up to do that, which I won't. Very decorative head and tail bands, a ribbon marker. What can I say? So the 344S, I wonder if S stands for the smallest Bible. Maybe this was the smallest Bible, the precursor to the smallest Bible. I don't know. I tried to do a history on the smallest Bible by Nelson, and I thought they were printing it as early as 70, but I could be wrong on that. But this is a great pocket Bible, bonded leather. This is black. It almost looked green in a certain light, but it's black. And the bonded leather is just pieces of leather bonded together. So talk with you later. God bless you.